My name is Sammy and this is my interview for the What Makes Something Valuable project. Hello.
Hi there.
What is your name and your connection to me?
My name is Sammy Sylvester, and I happen to be your dad.
How old are you and where are you from?
I'm 45 years old, and I'm from Trinidad in the Caribbean.
How did you come here to the United States from Trinidad?
I came here in 1991 on a musical tour.
And what is your profession and what do you do for work?
My profession, I work in the music industry. I'm a music producer, and I do various musical projects for singers and artists and stuff like that.
And what is your valuable item and can you describe it for me, please?
My valuable item happens to be my 2010 Fat Bob Harley Davidson.
What is the history or significance for your item?
Well, the significance of that bike for me, I like riding, and I had only had it a few months, maybe several months, and I had a stroke and was unable to ride or drive and stuff like that, and was really worried if I was ever going to be able to ride my bike again. It turns out that I was able to ride again, and the bike happened to play a very strategic role in my recuperation and just recovery from my stroke.
Okay, what is, why is your item valuable for you?
Well, during my recovery, when I started to, I was cleared to drive a vehicle, find myself not liking the car because there's just too much stuff around me, and I preferred just the open air. And the bike really provided a sense of therapy for me, and I liked it very much.
What is the most fun part about your bike?
I think the most fun part about it is just the open space that you're in, and just being out in the open with no restrictions around you, and just feeling that wind just rushing past you. That's, I don't know, that kind of like that. That's kind of significant for me.
When is your favorite time to ride?
I don't really have a favorite time per se. I mean, I would be on that bike almost any chance I get. Um, I would say my least favorite time is when there's ice on the road, or when there's crazy people driving about in rush hour. But other than that, you know, I'm on it whenever I get a chance.
Do you ever ride with somebody else on your motorcycle?
Yeah, I do. I ride with your mom periodically. I ride with you and your sister sometimes. I got other friends that are probably up on the back there and ride around. Um, I think I enjoy it the most when I'm by myself.
What is your longest trip on your motorcycle?
My longest trip on my motorcycle would have been a trip I took up to northern Kentucky with some friends of mine.
What was your favorite trip you've taken on your motorcycle?
Favorite trip, I would say, I can't remember exactly what year it was, but me and your mom did a Dirks Bentley charity ride from Columbia, Tennessee down to Nashville. Um, and it was over 3,000 bikes just roaring, just going down the street. Um, I guess for me, it was just my favorite time because not only was I riding and enjoying myself, but just the very fact that I was there doing that was also helpful, uh, and going towards a good cause. So that was kind of cool for me and one of my favorite times.
What do you do to keep your motorcycle clean and nice and running?
Well, I just do the essential things. I put gas in it. Uh, Make sure I got oil and good tires. Um, I'm not the really obsessed type like other riders that I know that basically worships it as a god. I quite frankly don't take all that good care of my bike. I'll wash it periodically. Kind of prefer it dirty. And yeah, I just take care of the essentials.
Have you ever made any modifications to your bike?
Yeah, that's one thing I really enjoy doing. I don't like anything in its original state. I like to be able to get in there and just add my own little feel and touch to things. So it's not a whole lot you could do on your own with bikes like that, but like a lot of the original accessories, I took them off and installed different things that I like. Um, I did some modifications to the engine a little bit, just stuff like that.
What time of the year do you think it's best to ride?
Um, I don't know if it's necessarily a best time or not. My favorite time um, is during the fall when all this stuff is changing, the leaves are changing, and the foliage is just looking really nice. It's a very reflective time for me, so I like the fall.
How many hours a week average do you think you ride your bike usually?
On average, that's a tough one. See, I kind of use my bike as my main mode of transportation, um, so I'm on it, weather permitting, for almost everything. Um, Both, work, pleasure. I would say, I don't know, maybe between 10 to 15 hours a week, maybe. And that's being pretty generous, I think.
Uh, have you ever damaged your bike or been in any accidents or wrecks?
I have not in how many years since I've been riding. I have not. Knock on. There's no wood around, so yeah, no accidents, no damage, and I like to keep it that way.
Uh, what was the fastest you've ever gone on your motorcycle before?
Well, now here comes a contradiction to my last answer. I have taken that bike up to like between 110 to like 115. Just to see if we could do it. And my disclaimer, that's against the law, so don't. You shouldn't do that.
Last question. What was your most memorable time on your motorcycle?
My most memorable time would be I was with the same group of friends that I went up to northern Kentucky with. We were riding through Columbia. We stopped off at a little antique cycle shop. It had some pre and post World War style, just old antique bikes and some other stuff. And then we proceeded down to Hohenwald, Tennessee. We stayed at a cabin down there. And, it was late September. It was kind of like, my favorite time, fall. And just the whole scenery on the way down there. We kind of went down the natural streets for a little bit, and it was just a very it's surreal, it's peaceful. My mind kind of wanders, and it's a nice, peaceful time for me. Taking in scenes like that. So yeah, that was it.
Well, thank you for your time and letting me interview you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not like I had a choice, but my pleasure.